Here we go with Excel lesson 2. I want to go up to haiku and open the budget file in the current week. It'll look like this. Nice. Send me a haiku. What does this say? I'm gonna use this for a couple hours. Alright, so we are going to change the size of a cell. Don't forget all these little squares or cells. We're going to save it. Make sure you save it like it tells you. I realize some of you still haven't, well, I guess the people that need to hear this probably aren't watching the video, but don't forget first name, last name, period number instead of initials. Okay, here we go. So you want the pointer on the right edge of column D. So if you know your left and your right, this is the left, this is the right. See how the pointer changed? If you look at step 3 in the book, you get the little picture of what it should look like. Now you're going to drag this. Notice right now it's at 8.43. You want to drag it until it's a 10. Okay, and then you let it go. Now I like this next way better. If you want to select an entire column, see how my pointer changed? White plus, black arrow. If I click and hold it though, and drag it, now I can select more than one column. And if you go on your home tab, cells group, where's the cells group? Here it is. Yours is going to look a little different because I have a bigger screen than you, so I can see my buttons. But you want to look for the format button. If you hover over it, if you just have pictures, you'll get a screen tip. We want to go to column width, and you're going to make this 10. I like this better because that way you don't have to use the mouse. Alright, so then you type in the 10 and click OK. And watch the columns. So they, and then if you click out of it, I just want to show you, I'm going to click here. See how it's now 10 like the D column? So we just changed the size of, or the width of the columns. Now you're going to change the height of a row. Let's see. 18. So at the bottom edge of row 18 right there, we want to change it to 18. Right now, if you click on it, see how it changed to a double-headed arrow like it did here? If you go in between the rows, it does the same thing. And right now it's at 15, and we want to drag it to 18. Oops, I went a little too far. There you go. Now the book doesn't show you this, but you could do the same thing we did for the row. I'm sorry, we could do the same thing we did for the column for the row, which is, you could go here and you can do row height rather than column width, and you could have changed that to 18 rather than, if you don't like to use the mouse and you keep going back and forth like I was, you get old and then your hand doesn't move as well. You guys don't have to worry about that yet. Okay, so look at the data in column A. Notice that some of this stuff looks like it's kind of hiding behind column B. It's because the width of the cell isn't wide enough for you to see all the contents of the cell. So click in A20 and you'll notice up here I can only see through the letter V. But look how much more is actually typed into the cell. So here's a really cool feature that will customize the width of your column and make it so that it fits just enough. It goes just beyond the largest amount of words in your column so you can see the whole thing. Just like we came here and clicked and moved it, if you go to the right edge of any column and double click, it will widen enough to fit your data. Well, bang. Pretty cool, huh? All right, get it checked off. What you're going to have to do is actually click on each of these. Show us that these are 10, that this one is 18, and that this column is wide enough to show. Now notice this isn't the most letters. This one is. Fourth quarter budget. So it went just to the right of A2 because I double clicked right here. Okay, get checked off. Good job.